Rashford's joy, Manchester United's joy, the winger ends his goal drought. The sun had just begun to rise as Manchester United wrapped up their match, a weak and pale light, reminiscent of autumn, as if it had been taught how to apply pressure by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But still, light is light. And although this victory might seem straightforward in hindsight, days like these are quite rare for United, a club where the roof seems to always leak, even when it isn't raining. This was only Manchester United's second away win in the Premier League since February, their biggest away win since November, and their biggest victory against Southampton since 2001, when they left Dell. Indeed, achieving this required half an hour of pure momentum, a missed penalty, and a total collapse from the home team, who failed to register a shot in the final 30 minutes. But in the end, United managed to create a little breathing space for themselves. With Southampton making numerous errors, Erik ten Hag's team appeared as he always sees them, calm, controlled, and almost serene. Kobbie Mainoo orchestrated the midfield. Marcus Rashford and Amad Diallo had plenty of space to run into. Alejandro Garnacho moved around like a player too good for this match. Manuel Ugarte, the new signing from Paris, looked every bit the real deal. How did we get to this point in reality? The mental state and tactical function also play a role in explaining this. The scoreline explains part of it, but not all. Many of United's recent games where they had a 2-goal lead, think of Newcastle at home last season, Galatasaray away, and most of their FA Cup run, made leading look like an invasive dental procedure. But here, there is a difference. It might seem simple to reduce the success and output of one of the world's largest and most complex football clubs to the fortunes of a 26-year-old winger, but we will do just that. You can discard the strategic assessment, the cultural reset, and the new recruitment strategy along with the rebooted transfer strategy. Here's the takeaway: a happy Marcus Rashford means a happy Manchester United. Just look at his teammates celebrating with him when he scored his first goal for United in over 6 months, almost queuing up to share in his joy. Just observe United's bench, which somehow came to life with a fresh burst of energy as Rashford cut inside from the left and gently placed the ball past Aaron Ramsdale. Just look at Rashford himself, smiling like someone who has just remembered how to smile again, his smile infectious as COVID. Those 6 months included some injuries towards the end of the previous season, a long summer without competitive football, a full season before that, and just 12 actual matches. Yet, as missed opportunities began to pile up, and as first England and then United began to reorganize around him, it began to feel like an ending, to the point where one might wonder if Rashford would ever truly be happy, in football terms, again. Some players, combined with certain clubs, seem to inspire such emotions. Perhaps only Bruno Fernandes at United could match Rashford in terms of creating an emotional atmosphere around the team. To the extent that, due to the enormous emotional investment in him, whether for historical, cultural, or even ideological reasons, his successes and failures somehow symbolize the entire team, in a way that Christian Eriksen or Diogo Dalot cannot. Some players just mean more. You might point out, with a certain validity, that a goal in a 3-0 victory over Southampton doesn't mean much. Rashford's pressing is still questionable, his position remains under threat, and his career goal-scoring record remains inconsistent. The data supports this view. But when we talk about how a player can stir emotions, we're truly going beyond what can be measured on the pitch in terms of goals and assists. We're not just talking about cups, victories, or Premier League points here. For an accountant or analyst, the difference between no goals in the past 189 days and 1 goal in the same period might be statistically insignificant, just white noise, a rounding error. But the difference is this: yesterday it rained and today it's sunny. For some players, it's really that simple.